What is up, everybody? Good morning. It's NFR Hangover, episode 11. We're at season number 3. Yeah, it's not your computer. It's not anything. It's not Heidi Foy with the opening this morning. She is having some technical issues on her end. And unfortunately, she's the conductor of this train. And right now, the conductor's off and the train's still running off the track. So get ready. We got a round 9 wrap-up coming at you. It's NFR Hangover Season 3. You guys don't want to miss today's show. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hey, guess what? It's Saturday. It's championship round. It's round number 10. We got to highlight round number 2. But before we get started, want to give a couple shout-outs to our sponsors. Cinch Jeans and Shirts, lead, do not follow, and they have been that way for a very long time. Make us look good on this show. Actually, it's very easy for them to make Heidi look good. Jim Boy and I pose a little different problem for a lot of people, but they've got a lot to work with with Jim Boy and I. We're like a very big canvas for Cinch to work with, but they do a great job. We appreciate their support. Also, CeeLo Cinches, they make amazing mohair cinches, breast collars. I don't have the slide. It couldn't come up. Like I say, we're doing this. This was tag in. We got stuff going on. Let's see here. There we go. Heidi's working from the background. I appreciate it. See those cinches? They got some amazing stuff. Give them a call. I know Heidi said it. They still may have some inventory that you can get for Christmas, for that loved one or for that special NFR Hangover host that you really like, Jim Boy, Heidi, or myself. We would take something like that. But see those cinches, we appreciate them. And also, Williams Studios, they have some of the most amazing bronze sculpture work out there. You guys, go check them out there. They're in Vegas. And like Heidi says, mention the NFR Hangover show, and it might get you, they might say, that's great. We appreciate it. But no, really, go check them out. We could not do this without all these sponsorship and support. And like I said, we're not trying to make a living doing this. We're just having fun. We like to bring our knowledge of the rodeo world to you guys. We've all got extensive background in rodeo in one form or the other, and we're having fun with this. So without further ado, let's bring in the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jim Boy Hash. Maybe if I can hit hey, good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning. You'd think we'd have this under control by the time we got to this point.
Year 3 season or episode 9 of year 3. So yeah, you think, but this is only the 27th episode. Actually, we're probably way up in the 30s with all the other shows we've done. But yeah, Heidi told us earlier in the week that we were gonna have to do one by ourselves. We were worried about it. She adjusted her whole plan. It's going to be one of those technical difficulty days, it looks like. Oh, my goodness. I think I'm going to switch computers here right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
I have better internet in Kendall, Kansas than you guys have.
I tell you what. I do not know what's going on, but check this out. We're going to leave that one. I'm leaving the studio.
Great.
I don't even know. I got 2 cameras on. Oh, hang on.
Now you've got reverberage. Now we need a sound man. Hey, the ratings are growing up right now as we speak. Look at
that. There we go. All right. All right, there. I got it. We're rolling now. I don't know what's going on, but hey, this is a live show, and we're rocking and rolling. We're supposed to have a guest in today. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. Mr. Clint Corey, world champion bareback rider, 18-time NFR qualifier. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it in. I haven't heard from him yet this morning. So, hey, we're going to have some fun, rocking and rolling. You got Jim Boy and I right now. Heidi, if she can get her mic and the technical deal figured out. But hey, Jim Boy, what did you think of that round last night? Was it the typical round 9 hoopla.
I don't know.
To be honest with you, I went to a watch party last night. Was excited. Took my wife and daughter, some friends. It was supposed to, we're in Stephenville, Texas, cowboy capital of the world, they say. So I figured it's gonna be a heck of a watch party. They had a great big blow up on with the NFR on. It's going. We go, hey, there's no sound. The lady goes, yeah, we're not. We're playing the rap music. I'm like, what? Rap music? And yeah, so we left after the bareback ride and drove home. A good buddy of mine, he was on yesterday. Let me get this for you. Ken Garcia. We come back to the house and we watching the rodeo, and this right here was full when we started. This right here is in here now. So not only is Heidi not here, I drank quite a bit of Pendleton last night.
That's on a
and
big
watched
boy.
the rodeo, but it's a little fuzzy and hazy. I do know that in the bareback riding, Jess Pope placed again. Jess Pope placed in 9 out of 10 rounds. Has got a commanding lead in the average, and is pretty much going to win a gold buckle. He didn't win as much last night. He split 4th, 5th, and 6th last night. So, unfortunately, it wasn't quite the round he was used to.
Well, I didn't make a lot.
What do they have tonight for stock, Jim Boy?
Oh, I'm at the wrong computer. I'm at home today, so it'd take me a while to. But
I can't hear you, Jim Boy.
Well, your volume went down. I can't hear you as good when you switched over. Something happened when you switched computers. I didn't hear you as good.
Oh, okay. How about now? Is anything better now?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
You can hear me now, though?
I got you now. Yeah, we're golden. We're good.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say is I didn't take much for notes last night because I knew you and our guest would probably take up the whole conversation. So I was just going to hang back and listen. But the one note that I did write down, I'm just curious how they're going to spell Jess's name. Don't they put their names on the buckle, on the gold buckle,
right,
when they present it to them? I don't know if you realize this or not, but Jess has an E on the end of his name, Jesse. It's Jess,
right.
the last. But anywhere you look on the telecast, or I don't know, maybe even in the standings, I don't know. But they were calling him Jesse his first year. His first year went to NFR. And I'm guessing Mama Bear didn't like that. And so they changed his name so they'd say it right.
But I wonder how they're going to actually spell it on the buckle.
So I'm wondering how it will actually be spelled on the buckle. If it'll have
an
E on there.
Dominator. Dominator is what they need to put on, because he is just, I tell you what, this finals, I'm looking at the rankings right now. He's winning the average. He's got a 14-point lead in the average over Cole Franks. And Cole's had an outstanding finals himself. He's placed in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 rounds. Who would think you're coming into the NFR, you're going to place in 7 rounds, riding outstanding. Your lowest score is 78, I believe, in one of the eliminator pins. And, yeah, you're 14 points behind in the average because Jess Pope was placed. And every round, the only round Jess didn't place in, he was 85 points in round 6 and didn't win a check. So, I mean, he's just –
Well, they mentioned last night he's on track to beat Casey's average score record.
Yeah, that's what I think
I'm
they were
sure what he has to be tonight, but
I didn't do my due diligence. He's probably I'm going to say, looking across there, he's going to go out tonight. He's going to win the go round. Put an exclamation point on the average win in his gold buckle. So I mean that's how you want to finish out the season, right? Just win the round, win the average, win the world title. So
I did look at I guess that did pop up all ago, the draw on the Bareback Riders Only page. Man, there's tonight, there's a lot of good horses. It could be anybody. Tim O'Connell has Gunfire Frontiers. That was the horse of the year. And but I don't know. I didn't think Gunfire looked quite as good the other night. Casey Field has Nightcrawler, a picket horse. Anytime you get a picket horse, especially in this round, it's got to be good. Jess has Southern Star of Frontiers, which is kind of a newer horse for them, I think, but it's pretty good. There was another horse up here that jumped out at me. Oh, Good Time Charlie of Pete Carr's RC Landingham has Good Time Charlie. That's just a really good old horse. So Cole has New Scarlet. So I don't see Jess or Cole or RC getting affected in the average any.
It's just going to kind of hold pat how it has.
Unless something bad happens. Like last night when Jess went, my wife was like, "Oh, did he miss him out?" I'm just so nervous for him.
I tell you what, that's what's funny. That is what is I think is funny is we're all sitting here and not being there. And this isn't even about the Pro Fantasy League, which we'll get to our league here in a minute. I got to give my daughter props because she won the round last night, but that's neither here nor there. But how, as fans of rodeo, we're on the edge of our seats, especially it gets down to this. Did he miss him out? I mean, did he get the barrier? And it gets a little nerve-wracking, hard on the old ticker, if you got a bad one and get high blood pressure because you're worried about your fan or who, even I follow rodeo and I love bareback riding, but yeah, I'm the same thing. Yeah, I'm in it because there's in this sport, in our sport, there's so many variables that can affect a ride or a run. And then if you're around it like we are and our family has been around it our whole life, you start looking for those little nuances. Did they get him at the gate? Did he break a barrier? So I can see how your wife would be like, yeah, what's going on?
There was a little question last night, about I think Tim O'Connell got a re-ride, and they're like, well, if he got a re-ride, why didn't I think is Leighton Berry? I've got it playing right now, but there's always going to be them deals.
Hey, the conductor's back on the train. Conductor's on the train.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Got you.
Hi, sorry. Good morning. Yeah, Jim Boy, don't do that to me today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry I'm late. I did hear most of what you guys were talking about. So carry on.
You heard what I said about you?
Shh.
It was all good. It was all good.
Yeah.
I'm glad because you got the slides.
Hey, so I totally didn't know that Jess had an E on the end of his name.
Yeah.
Which seems minor, but I agree. Like, did they just do that for phonetics so everybody would stop saying it wrong?
I would imagine.
I bet his mom is not happy with that. I bet he's not happy.
You look up his page, and it has an E on it. I checked here just to make sure his professional athlete page and his personal page. But yeah. For everybody around here that knew, you just know. But yeah, I'm guessing Mama. We call his mom Mama Bear, Jennifer. And I'm guessing she didn't like the Jessie.
Yeah.
Which,
for sure.
when you name your kids, that's you want, depending on the name, you want it to be pronounced right. So.
For sure. So I see a comment here, Jack, that there is an echo. Let me know if there's still an echo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's when Jimbo and I talked through years.
Tony
That's
was
right.
a little bit while ago, but he changed his up.
Yeah, I think it was because he had it open in another window too.
I had two windows open.
Sometimes when you have more than one tab open, it does wonky stuff. Is that any better? Doesn't look like it.
No.
Maybe I just need to leave and let you guys run the bus.
Oh yeah, because that was going so well.
Oh, it's wonderful. You guys do wonderful. Hey, so we do have a question. Why can't announcers tell the TV audience why the flagger flags someone out?
I think, is he talking about the tight end open?
That's my guess.
That is because they don't want to say that they got flagged out for a jerk down rule. They're just, it's a no time. I have a feeling that Shane Hanchy probably is going to get a fine because I don't think he said nice things afterwards. Would be my guess. But I think it was a John Dowsh also got a no time. And they're just quickest one out. No time. You saw with Shane last night. I mean, as soon as his hands went up, he's riding back. He's trying to figure out why the 10 tie guys are coming. And And because of animal rules and animal welfare issues, they put these rules in the tie down roping, and they're quick to enforce them. And the camera angle does a good job. You never see it. I mean, you see the horse stop, the guy running down the rope, and you tie. So that's what that is. I mean, they'll talk about a crossfire if they knock the steer down in steer wrestling, but the tie down rope is flag him out for rule infraction and move on.
I feel like the tie down is just a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
Well,
they are.
I think we'd be better off if they would just go ahead and say, this is what he is flagged out for. We're not going to show it on TV. Or I don't know how to handle that. I'm here in Kendall, Kansas, where it ain't going to really matter. But they do address rule infraction on the arena feed. So they might as well on TV and tell them we that's a rule to help our animals.
Yeah.
And that's probably better than being vague and trying to hide stuff. So.
I agree.
Well, that's it. 100% is people don't realize the amount of time, effort, money that we put into this stock. So we're trying to do the best to protect him and keep him safe, and that would help. Hey, these are these rules in place. This is why he got flagged out because of this rule. Agree with it or not, Heidi. If you think your contestant got wrong, but they should have got the time, but explain it. That would be my guess. Let's talk about the big man's event, the steer wrestling. Last night, I heard this from the radio driving home from the watch party back to my house to watch it. We in the bareback ring and steer wrestling. Talking about Hunter Cure. This is the rural radio. They got the RFD feed. Joe Beaver, Hunter, had this steer and won Houston on him, and he wins. You better find yada yada. Then I hear it. How do you posted it? Or you might have texted me. He likes to lay down fast with that big animal. And I'm
that
just
was awkward.
Okay, that's awkward.
He's in a relationship with this one.
I'm just like, okay. But Hunter Cure wins 2 other rounds, and I mean, after round 4, he's projected to win the world. Like say, you're 6 rounds away. The projections are just you can't go off him because a lot happened. And he's got a bad back. We know that. He's easing through the finals, trying to win as much money as he can. And he's the elder statesman of these Bulldoggers. He doesn't know. There's been talk that he's getting close to retirement. I don't know what's going on, but then to go out there and just smoke one in 3-6. I mean, that makes you rethink. Maybe I'm not ready to retire. I got a lot of rodeo left in me. But Hunter's won, 3 rounds. That's almost $90,000.
So, is it a real thing that they buy some of the contestants will try to buy the steers?
Oh yeah, Luke's got. I think he's got 4 or 5. Everyone he's won the world on.
So then what?
Oh, they get turned. They are very good. Hay eaters.
Yeah.
They're lawn ornaments, but no, it's the first one he won the world on. My dad actually bought for him and then gave it to him for Christmas. And that's one of those gifts you get. When your kid says, "I want a horse," and you get him a horse, then you got yourself some payment.
Well, so I think you guys are still having an echo. So hopefully he'll come back in. I'm glad I'm here. You'd be here by yourself, Tony.
Oh, and our viewers would tank at that point. It'd be like, okay, we're done. Listen to that guy. He looks pale this morning because he forgot to turn on his ring light. Look, there we go. Much better. No, it's just from too much whiskey last night. It has nothing to do with it. But yeah, so in the average of the steer wrestling, where's the rankings here? It's not just folks. That's the wrong event. All right, there we go. Steer wrestling. You got Kyle Irwin winning. He's got a little over 2.5 second lead over Jesse Brown. Then Will Loomis with that barrier from the first round. Will Loomis is 3rd. Wags is 4th. Jesse Jorgensen's 5th, and Tanner Bruner's 6th. Hunter Cure is down there. He's a steer down. He's been getting a check rowdy for 8th. And the projected world standings in the And the steer wrestling with 1 round left with tonight is Big Will Loomis, then Stetson, and Vegas back. So Will Loomis, who was a runner-up to the world title last year, your average champion, he's 1 round away from getting the big bear paw mitts of his on a gold buckle. And tell you what, he might just go down and redirect the Mississippi River down there, just redirect it once he wins the gold buckle. Big Bob and his uncle Big Bob Loomis and his dad Luke Loomis. If Will wins the world title, that is going to be one heck of a party down there in Mississippi.
So Jack is messaging. I think it is something to do with my mic system. And Jim Boy is muted. So I'm going to just step out and go do what I need to do, and you guys can finish the show, and hopefully it gets better. Thanks, Jack, for messaging me. Let's see if that works.
All right. There went Heidi, Jim Boy. It's back to us.
All right. I don't hear you. You don't sound like you're in a Coliseum now.
Does it sound like I'm at the Gladiators giving the thumbs up or thumbs down with everybody echoing?
Yeah.
So that steer wrestling last night, Hunter Cure, like I say, he wins that round and won 3 rounds, won dang near 90,000. And just think of the money, how far the money's come in the last few years, but in the last 20 years. You go to the finals and you have a good finals, you walk out of there 50,000, that's pretty good week, pretty good 10 days. Now the money is 50,000, you've had a really bad week, and not a bad week, but an off week now. If you're not walking out with close to 90 to 100.
Yeah, you can look at several of these guys who didn't have the primo week they'd like to have, and they still did all right.
Yeah, they're still like, okay, hey, I'm making some money. Well, Colin Proctor said it best to us though the other day. He's like, I can make 25,000 working at my favorite Mexican restaurant. I might as well go for these rounds that pay 30 because I'm gone from my family 300 days a year. So these guys are trying to make as much money as they can because this is their payday for sure, these top 15.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's talk a little team roping. And Rin Richard, Jeremy Bueller, 3-8, win the round. Another fast round on the team roping last night. Chad Masters, Joseph Harrison, they run one down their ways in 3-9. Trine and Corkill. Your average champions, I can call it right now, your NFR team roping average champions are Tanner Thompson and Patrick Smith, the young gun and the veteran. They cannot be beat. No matter what happens tonight, they're one steer ahead of everybody. They can miss, and even if they do, they're still going to be faster than anybody else that catches 9. So they're your average champions. Lightning and Torres 4-3, and Cody Snow and Wesley Thorpe 4-6. Those are your top 6 in the average. And like I said, for your average rankings, it's Tanner and Patrick, then Caleb and Junior, then the minors, and then Ward and Hawkins are down 2 steers. So the average is going to be Tanner's and Patrick's. But here's where it gets a little tricky. Is they're projecting, Caleb and Junior to be your champions. But Tanner, and I haven't looked at the numbers, if Tanner and Patrick, who can go for broke now and win that 30,000 and the 70, I'm just not sure if it's enough for them to catch. Let me look right here. Caleb, yeah. So there, Caleb and them are going to win 3rd in the average, so they're going to be your world champions. But I mean, it could add a little drama if Caleb and Junior stub their toe tonight and Patrick and Tanner win the round in the average. I'm not going to say they can catch them, but it could add some drama to it for sure in the team roping.
But what is it, Junior? They just got to be.
They got to catch.
But if they're 5'4" or 5'6", something like that, they take the new average record.
Oh, is that what Tanner and Patrick can be 5'4" and take the average record?
No, it's Junior, isn't it?
For the average or seasons, because the only ones that got them all caught right now are
maybe it's
Tanner Thomason and Patrick Smith.
Okay.
Caleb and Junior are down a steer.
Well, maybe it's Tanner and Pat. It must be if they're leading the average, but
Yeah, they're 49-30 on 9.
Yeah, that must be because that the night before with 2 rounds left, I think they had 12 seconds.
Right, and then last night they go 4-1. Yeah.
So
Oh,
9 seconds, 12. I don't know.
yes, honey, you picked a winning team for our fantasy team. Yes. She has to be put on my computer, Jim Boy. She put that up herself. She's not. Quit hacking my computer, honey. Jeez. Oh. Saddle Bronc riding, Jim Boy. I'm going to defer to you because, like I say, I was drinking way too much Pendleton at that point, and I watched it. I know Hay won a round again last night.
Yeah, if your last name is Hay, you had a good week.
I was going to say, well, I did see him put something up on the screen that in the Saddle Bronc riding, out of all the checks that were won, USA had won 20 some and Canada had won 20 some. Like, but doesn't Canada only have like 3 bronc riders there, and USA's got the other 12?
No, I think they have 6.
Oh, okay. Well, they got 6. But yeah, they're
maybe they're figuring the exchange rate for the money.
Killer Bees 92 points last night for the
round.
That
was pretty cool. And a lot of people are saying that probably could have overtaken Billy's record on Cool Alley, but I don't care. It's good watching. It'll still be remembered. I mean,
oh yeah,
you know, if the judges would have huddled in the corner like a lot of people in Facebook land think they do, and you know, had a decision. Okay, you do this, and because that way we can time with Billy, and then that'll be all right. You know, but
right.
That was pretty neat when she come down there and I'm like, what? And I hadn't heard they was retiring her. I don't blame her, but she come back and stood at the gate and they didn't open the gate. I'm like, what are they doing? And I seen Benny in the background and they said they're retiring her. And I think I'm wondering if Benny was kind of like, if she has a good trip, I'll give you the sign and then y'all can promote it. If she doesn't, open the damn gate and get her out here. You know,
yeah, get her to the back and yeah.
But that's pretty cool. And you can see Benny kind of almost tearing up. You don't see that very often, I'll promise you. But
yeah,
that was pretty cool. That's almost like having one of your own kids doing good in the arena, you know.
Yeah, well, that right there. I mean, that horse has been great for so long, and to, you know, everybody liked to when they're retired to go out on top, and last night Killer Bees did. Like I said, Dawson took advantage of that. He knew what he had, used every ounce of her, and like I said, they could have marked him a little higher, but it'll be recorded.
There's some people saying he missed her out, but I don't know if they free rolled her. I couldn't tell. She kind of did get up on top of the gate a little bit almost, and you know that free roll deal. You know, if you've never ridden broncs, maybe some people think that gate has to damn sure pull you off of there, but man, if it's close, you know, that's don't make them guys keep their toes turned out and hooked in there and break a leg. There's no need for that. You know, if they get close, let them go. Give it to them. Give the tie to the cowboy and let them roll. That's just my feeling of the deal.
No, and I think you're 100% right. I mean, if they're making an honest attempt and it's that close, you don't want them to get hurt. This, you know, and we've talked about it on the show quite a bit. Our way of lifestyle and our Western heritage it's getting smaller and smaller. Let's keep these kids engaged. Let's not make it just this, you know, you want them to follow the rules and attempt, but if it's going to be close to them getting hurt, give them a shot. And that's very easily could have been what happened last night. Yeah. That's one thing I was really hoping Clint could come on today, because he was head of the judging for the PRCA for 5 years, and he could kind of break that down for us a little more. But you and I know, Jim Boy, there's no conspiracy theory. There's no collusion. There's no, okay, this guy's going to mark higher, this and that. It's spur of the moment in the arena. You make your call right then and there. And I know it's easy for all of us to be armchair quarterbacks, armchair judges here, especially we're fortunate because the Cowboy Channel is putting it out there. We're getting different angles. We're getting replays. We're getting, you know, this isn't 1990s where you get 4 runs in the team roping, 6 runs in the steer wrestling, 8 saddle bronc riders on tape delay. They get 1 replay and you go on. We're getting to watch it over and over and over. like I say, I could be one heck of an NFL referee too because of replay. And these judges they know this is Cowboys. There's a lot on the line for these Cowboys and Cowgirls every night, and they're doing the best they can. And they're human. They're going to get some calls wrong, or what we perceive from the sidelines is wrong. But I think overall they're doing a heck of a job, and it's a pressure cooker for them. And there's no reprieve from it. I mean, they got 10 days of it, and then there's no, hey, they're not getting high fives in the back from anybody.
Speaking of all that, if you go, I think it's on the Team Roping Journal magazine. I think it was where it was shared. I don't know. But I watched it yesterday. Maybe it's on Kendra Santos's page. She shared it. I don't know. Anyhow, Matt Sherwood and that horse trainer guy, I can't say his name. They were going over the Crossfire deal, and they were showing, and the Jake Long Crossfire, and Sherwood even said, and I had another judge call me the other day and told me, he says, if they flag him out for that one, they should have got him for the first one where they won the round. And Matt even kind of said that when they was going over that video. I can't find it here, but anyhow, Matt Sherwood is the team roping director, and he even kind of alluded to that. And he said both them runs, it just depends on who has the flag in their hand and where you're setting. And, because it's kind of a matter of the steer still kind of swinging down the pin and going into the loop and how it all looked. And so it's opinions. Going back to the bronc riding, though, and Killer B, I don't know if people heard last night or watched the buckle ceremony, but they've been trying to get some eggs out of Killer B anyhow, trying to flush her. And I think she tried carrying one. I think had trouble maybe. I don't know. But I guess she's headed to Veniclausens there in Canyon and he'll be keeping her there. And she's been there already anyhow. But, yeah, she's going in retirement, and they're going to be trying to pull some eggs and get some babies and put them in some reset mares.
Get some more of those badass buckers is what they're trying to get. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so Heidi, what is the story behind not letting the guys use horses during the week that has the vaccine? So you sent me that link yesterday. I didn't get a chance. I kind of read it a little bit. I don't know. So did they let that horse go once, or?
See, I guess they're supposed to be there by a certain day. Everything that was supposed to be used was supposed to be there by a certain day to get checked in and be just like we've all experienced the junior high school finals and Little Britches finals and everything. This horse was not there for check-in. Came in there, and I don't know who rode him the other night. I can't remember. It's Logan Bird's calf horse, I guess. It's pretty good. Kind of a blue roan maybe. And somebody did use him the other night. Well, then I guess, I don't know, there's some bulldoggers from Canada is what I've heard. I don't know, some Canadians that had a horse turned away or something that didn't get there in time, and they wouldn't let him come in there. And so when they found out about this horse being there, I guess they told the powers that be. And so then this horse got kicked out. Something about this horse was they were going to have him there in time, but they didn't think it was a big deal because they've done it before with horses, bringing them in and out of there. And we've discussed on here how the barrel racers, most of them barrel racers, keep them off grounds anyhow. But I think they're there for the initial check-in apparently. But I don't know.
Well, yeah. So, and I know somebody said it's it's like the junior high school finals, college finals. You got to get there, get your horses checked in. But I know in the past in the team roping, they've they've had head horses come in, and I understand if they have the paperwork. I hate for somebody to have a plan and a couple horses lined up and a backup plan and something go down, and then you can't compete. But it just seems like, and I think it's because of today's day and age, the reason we're able to come on and do something is because of technology and social media. But everybody, everybody's got an opinion, but we have access to everything. There's nothing new going on. The fine sheets, people have been getting fined for years at the NFR and at rodeos. So
yeah, that is. Somebody even mentioned on that deal last night. I seen when it's talking about fines. They're like, yeah, the Central Plains region. You ought to see that page. Okay, all right. So you don't like when you. Okay, so what happens when them 20 guys? I mean, there's been maybe 20 people on the list before who didn't pay their fees on time. Okay, so what if we don't collect the fees? Then you win. Are we supposed to hold that money out of your check because them other guys didn't pay their? I mean, there's a process. I mean, you have to be held accountable. It has to have. If just because little Joey decides, well, I didn't have the money, I couldn't find the ATM or whatever. Oh, that's okay, little Joey. Well, if it's okay for him, it's okay for the other 450 kids at the rodeo. So, I mean, there has to be processes in place.
Yeah, no, and I think, like I said, the biggest blow up right now is, oh my, look at this, look, it's posted, like I say, this invention right here, this high tech camera that we can talk out of now has made it so things that never got put out there for the public consumption is out there now. But no,
and this, there at the Thomas and Mack, a lot of people wanting the breakaway open in there and whatnot, or all these extra horses. They have to be a limit. They're maxed out on space around there. I mean, them barrel racers, when they come in there and park, and I think Emily touched on it on an interview or somewhere I seen, I don't know, but them barrel racers, when they pull in there every night, everybody has their parking spaces. And it's kind of like, each night who parks where. And it's kind of funny to watch, but there's not any extra room in there. They're maxed out on holding pens and parking. So that's the reason they can't, and the breakaway deal, like people have mentioned, they're like, well, they buy a card. Well, they don't buy a PRCA card. And this is the PRCA's playground. They're just invited guests. The barrel racers are.
And the WPRA, the barrel racing are invited. And that was something that former Commissioner Carl Stressman mentioned to me one time, that it's not a PRCA card. It needs to be a joint cart or something for the breakaway to move forward. So, but we won't go down that road. Hey, Heidi's not here, but she texted me. It's halftime. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here to some of our sponsors. If I could find it, I can't find it. But hey, Jim Boy and I are here. We look good because of cinch jeans and shirts. Lead don't follow. CeeLo cinches, mohair cinches, and breast collars. Heidi's got all the slides. Sorry, guys. I'm just going off the top of my head. Very thankful for them. Williams Studio. Go check out their Facebook page. Amazing bronze work. I'm missing somebody. Cinch, CeeLo. Oh, Jim Boy and I. We like to thank ourselves. Also, a big shout out to Heidi Foy. Her and her husband Josh. They're Foy Real Estate there in Wyoming. Check them out. This is all possible because of Heidi's technological ability, and as you can see, when Jim Boy and I are in charge, it is a dog and pony show, and we're loving it. But so Williams Studio, cinch jeans and shirts, CeeLo cinches. Oh, who am I missing? Foy Real Estate. Appreciate all of them. Everybody that helped make this possible. So, and that is our halftime show. Back to the action.
The Pro Fantasy Rodeo. Did you say who won last night in your house?
Yeah, I got to put this up there. I did get it. So our last night, our Pro Fantasy round winner was, let's see, who is it? Come on, add to the stream. Be a legend. Kirsten Branquinho, round number 9 winner. I'm never going to hear the end of this at all. Unfortunately, she didn't read the fine print. Being related to somebody on the show, she does not get to win the prize. That's going to go to me. Actually, I know what I'm getting for Christmas from her. So
it looks like CJ is winning the overall deal.
Our overall.
His team's won $725,000. He's in the lead. Cowboy Up, Michael Perry is in second. about 24,000 behind. And then Guy Smith, former college rodeo coach at Altus, Oklahoma. And then me, double rafter.
Nice.
So I am in striking distance if things go well tonight, and then Be a Legend's right behind me.
Oh my goodness. I have dropped down to 14th in our league. I have no shot whatsoever.
I'm not sure who Ruth Perry is, Team Ready, but they're below team number 20, Jared Ford, the coach at Dodge City. So
Oh my goodness. Hey, Heidi, if you're listening, you are in the top 17 now. You moved up another spot in our league. That is awesome. And I'm within striking distance, for sure. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, this pro fantasy league has been one heck of it's been fun. I will give you that.
All you got to do, all you got to do is be like Tarleton and just have a lot of people on your team. So just buy more teams. If you want to have a better chance of winning, it's easy. Just enter more. I mean,
just make sure you have more people. Just enter more. How have you been doing the daily games?
I've been doing the daily games, and I've been close. Hell, I've been in the top 10% every night, pretty much, but not enough to win the ATV at the end of the week. But
you still got a chance.
Yeah, I got a chance. My one deal, the Final 5 game. I'm sitting pretty good there. 0.76% of the teams are ranked higher.
Oh, well, hey, there you go. Earl, we both agree 100% with you. You think we need Heidi? We know we need Heidi. Yes. And then CJ, what? Only have a few that are good in the average. Oh, that might be the undoing right there.
The average is always, kind of the kicker. So we'll see. I'm sure that changes it all up. So it'll be fun tonight. Be interesting watching. So
hey, here's a good one. Chad Ramirez, old coaching buddy of ours. You'd think all of us having rodeo coaching backgrounds, we'd be good at this. Yeah. Nope.
Well, I always said that, I always felt like if I did a good enough job of recruiting, I shouldn't have to do a lot of coaching. But I don't know. I think some guys out there could use some coaching still.
Oh,
it's easy for me to sit here and talk about. Hell, I never broke out at the NFR. What are them guys thinking? I never missed a calf there. I never had a 2-loop one. Hey, that was a discussion yesterday that I seen. Speaking of the calf roping, why not take that second loop away from them guys? I mean, but it's kind of interesting. There was good points on both sides as to, like, well, if you do 2-loop when you're out, well, no, not necessarily. I mean, it's a 25-second time limit, but sometimes it can be hard to get one down in 25. I think them guys need to. Apparently, I don't know. Like I say, I've never been there, but they need to junior rodeo more and take them around that right side or be in the branding pin more, because you don't push them left. What was that called the other day? The Bermuda Triangle? Isn't that
the Cody O Triangle down there? Yeah, whatever you called it. Yeah, Cody O Corner.
Well, I think Coleman Proctor kind of called it the Bermuda Triangle, but
yeah, that's what
I don't know why them guys get around and push that calf around to the right. That's your shot, not around to the left. That's where people die.
But Jim Boy, as college rodeo coaches, we know going to math class is probably not high on rodeo guys' priority list, and they don't know about angles, left, right, symmetrics. But talking about tie down roping, Marty Yates breaks out last night with 7. It doesn't break out, but 7 and 8 wins around. Ty Harris 8 flat. Tough Cooper gets him a check 8 and 2. Hunter Heron's 4th 8-6. Zach Younglug 8 and 8. Haven Midget 9-3. Caleb Schmidt. Now that run last night, pockets looked a little tight. He drove him through there, took another swing 9-5, and we're sitting here watching my buddy Kane Garcia and I, and he's like, ooh, Haven took another swing, but then we got to talking. Kane was saying he just kind of freed him up for tomorrow night. He felt him tight right there, drove him through. And, like I say, Caleb has got such a lead in the average right now, because last night Corey had some trouble. Shad went out of the average. He's 2 calves down. So, yeah, Caleb's got 12.7 second lead right now over Corey in the average. Then Zach's 3rd, Haven's 4th, Tyler's 5th, Micah Murphy's 6th. Shad's clear down there in ninth. Not going to get an average check. I think he's going to have trouble reeling Caleb in. I bet you tonight, Caleb and Pockets just go make – I mean, he's going to put 2 and a hooey on. He's going to go in there, cut that – just cracking on that cast, set him up, and cinch up his 4th gold buckle tonight. It was, tough Cooper. He's got that torn quad or hamstring. He placed a lot. He's 7.882. He finally got his CJ, I saw that. That was our pro fantasy guy. Riley Webb was 7.8, and he got up. His cap got up last night too. That was unfortunate for my pro fantasy team. I could have used another 20-some thousand. Would have been nice, but man, the tie down rope and all the time to beat cattle have been pretty salty and solid this year, and it was they showed again last night. But it's been waiting for Marty to break out. Like I say, he's that's the 3rd round he's won. He split around. He won round 4, split round 5, first and second, and won round 6. But he hasn't had the Marty Yates type of finals you'd expect, where he'd run off.
That's what marriage will do to you. He's getting married here our first year. So all you young boys out there, remember that.
Oh, remember that. It's throwing a wrinkle in his game plan out there in Vegas. So
he's worried about paying for that ring he had to buy.
Yeah, it's putting a little added pressure on him. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go to the event that every night it changes. Projections, rankings. Last night in the barrel race, Haley Kinsel is 4th out on the ground and smokes the fastest run of the NFR, 13:34. Hey, the Beisel bombs worked. Emily's 13:38. Now it was a fast round. Shelly Morgan, who's winning the average, is 13:47, wins 3rd. And then Margot was 13:52. Donna Kay was 13:59 for 5th and 6th. Lisa placed with she split with Donna Kay 5th and 6th. 13:59. Wenda Johnson, who was winning the average night before last, took a barrel out in round 8. She was 13:65 last night. But so going into last night, it's projected that Jordan Briggs is going to win the world. I mean, that's just what the PR on the website, the prediction of the barrel race is Jordan Briggs, followed by Haley. After Haley's run last night, is now projecting Haley's going to win the world, followed by Jordan and Lisa. But you go to the average standings in the barrel race, Shelly Morgan's winning it, then Bailey Chota. They're the only 2 that don't have down barrels. Then Lisa's in 3rd, Jordan's in 4th. But Haley's down there because she's got 2 barrels down. She's in 8th. You can't figure this out. It's just going to come down to what happens tonight in this round.
So basically, Shelly and Bailey are just going to go make good runs again, probably, right? Try to maintain their position.
You would think for 70 and 73,000 and 64,000 or whatever dollar payday for 1st and 2nd, I don't see them trying to. But then again, Shelly last night she goes out in 13:47. So to be a 4.7 on that ground, you're not holding much back right there.
Do you see Lisa going for it, or Lisa being Lisa and being as smart as she is, she's going to go
for the payday?
I mean, I can just see her, she's smart enough. She's going to be as fast as she can and to win money, maybe both ways.
Right.
She may not be necessarily worried about the world. It's business and it's money in her bank for her. So
right.
So she might go for 3rd instead. I've been telling Emily, go for 2nd. You might win 1st. Lisa might go for 3rd.
You go for 3rd, stay 3rd in the average. And like I said, Jordan's winning 1 spot behind Lisa. A lot of it's how they come out on the ground or where they're going to come out on the ground because, let's see, I'm going to go to the day sheet. So they got today's day sheet up for round 10. See where they are on the ground tonight. Okay. Well, no. Barrel racing, bareback riding. They don't have all they've got is a rough stock here. They don't have the time of it, so I don't know who's on the ground right now. I'm not sure how it's going to shape up, but it's going to be a literal horse race for the world title. They have Haley projected, then Jordan, then Lisa. But like I say, 1 tip barrel can change it all for sure.
I've got it's just the rough start. Is that just on my phone? I've been able to
No,
see.
it's on. I'm on their website. It's just a rough stock. So,
But they've
Heidi's
been
got a
showing every
question.
event. They've been showing every event, haven't they?
Yeah, they have been, but not till later in the day. Oh, because they got to reshuffle world standings and order, and so.
Okay,
All
so
right, Jim. Do the girls get fined for pulling up on their horse?
that was a question I did write down. I was going to ask you or Clint today. Tom, if you're watching, do you know? You tell us. Send me a text or something. But yeah, that question was asked to me the other day. I've never seen anybody really, I guess, too many just kind of pull up and trot out like you normally would. Most of them, I guess, you see them go ahead and kind of run out because they're still. Hell, I'd still take an 8th place check in the average there, and it pays 10, right, in the average.
Pays 8, yeah.
It just pays 8 in the average. I thought it went to 6 maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Like that one last night, I was like, ooh, that horse ducked in on that barrel, and then she was going to go ahead and finish the pattern. I'm like, well, that'll be a fine since she doesn't just go ahead and leave. And then he about ran off, and I was kind of worried for him.
That poor horse looked like he was waiting for the grand entry. He just wanted to do a lap around there and get out.
And then did you see good enough the Stevie Hillman horse that slipped the other night when the ground was bad and everybody's worried about him? Did you see him on the first last night?
No, I didn't.
He about went clear to his belly on the first barrel last night, and he was still she might have been 4th out on the ground, 4th, 5th, somewhere like that. And when they stopped it, when they replayed it and showed it in slow motion coming around her, he went plumb down. But one of them legs, the way it looked, like it didn't look right. I'm like, oh golly, it's a wonder he didn't snap it right there. I kind of wonder if that little horse is just so fine boned or something and he's young and maybe just doesn't know how to handle all grounds yet. But
yeah, just he's learning as he goes. But
it looked bad. I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to try to find that out by tomorrow. If there's a fine for just because I seen where somebody mentioned that the other day. Tom just said he didn't catch the question. Don't think she'd have gotten fined trying to gather him up at that point. We're wondering if you get fined for pulling up and loping out. If you just instead of hustling on out of there, I've kind of heard rumor that they fine, with the fine list circulating, that they will fine you for just loping out. So we'll try to find out for sure by the end of the show or by tomorrow.
By tomorrow we'll have some answers, hopefully.
But did you see how good Haley Kinsel? She'd make a good bronc ride the way she lifted on in the rein coming out of the second barrel. Did you see that? Her reins were on the same side of the horse going to the third barrel. When she came out of the second barrel, when she lifted coming out of the second barrel, her right rein came over that horse, over Sister's ears. She had both reins on the left, and when she went to the third, come around the third and went on home. And I kind of wondered, I didn't really see it when she ran. And you could tell her when she come down the alley, she's like, shut the gate.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I seen that last night, CJ, when she made the comment about difference between rodeo horses and barrel horses.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what somebody, I know there's a lady here at Lakin, Teal Rice, who used to travel a lot of pro rodeos, she dang near made the NFR some years ago, but she's made the comment that a lot of these girls around here at these open rodeos complain about the ground and whatnot. And she goes, you think it's bad around here? Go to the pro rodeos. And this was back before, this was, when it was just kind of a spring tooth or a hair, and it's and the pro rodeos, this is way before they even considered dragging for the barrel racers. But yeah, Teal made it one time. You think the ground's bad at these open rodeos? These guys at least try. Go to the pro rodeos. They don't care. But
throw the barrels up.
Sometimes they're faced with some adversity, but. And go back to the team rope in a minute. Did you see where the Ledge won a bunch of money? Team rope in South Point yesterday, Guy Allen.
No, really?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember how much it was, but he won a pile down there.
I did briefly see that I saw that they had his name up there. Like I said, the Pendleton got the better of me last night because I did not do my due diligence and homework on anything.
He won
195,000.
Yeah, hailing for Chris Torres. And is Chris Torres the brother of Lightning's partner, Jonathan? Is that I don't know. But yeah, won 195,000 roping in the 9.5 at their World Series.
190 split. Just team rope.
He's probably thinking, damn, why didn't I do this sooner?
I'll say all those years of that other event beat my body up and I did this right here, roping 4 steers. Oh my goodness. Oh, one thing down here I've noticed being down here in Stephenville, a lot of people are team roping and a lot of former bull riders are team roping down here. I noticed that. But Trey Holston last night, 89.5 on belly dump. And then I did a live video about an hour before the rodeo started. And I said Tristan Hutchings was due to win another round. And he doesn't win it. He wins second with 88.5. Kai Hamilton hits again, 88. Rooting my pro fantasy team. I'm always winning money. Damn you, Kai. Actually, thank you very much. Jeff Askey's 85. And then Stetson Wright. Oh, look, Stetson Wright placed again, 82.5. Your round last night. In the bull riding, and I watched Kai's ride. I was sitting there. Well, I watched all of them, but I paid attention to Kai's due to the fact that was my guy, my team. And CJ, tell him to make it look tougher, because I mean that guy. I guess that's what happens when you grow up in Australia, where everything bites, stings, and wants to kill you. You just get tough riding bulls. It's like, oh yeah, we used to, swim with great whites in the Great Barrier Reef. So, I used to ride great whites out in the ocean. So, but that bull riding, Kai rode outstanding. Tristan Hutchins, he's won 3 rounds, placed good in a couple others, having a good finals. In the average, let's go see where they're at average-wise here, rankings, the bull riding. We know it's Stetson in the lead. Let's see here. Stetson, and he is actually up a bull on Josh Frost. He's got Stetson's 684.5 points. Josh is 589 points. So, I mean, Stetson's pretty much got the average sewn up. He's 90-some points ahead of Josh. Kai has jumped up into second in the average. Kai's third, Trevor Kastner's fourth. Tristan Hutchings on 5 head is fifth. 6 is Trey Kimsey, and 6 is Garrett Smith. So, yeah, so I think Stetson's got 2 gold buckles already locked up. He's got the all-around, pretty much got the bull riding locked up. As of right now, today, he's got 832,524. Add another 70 to that for the average win. Put him over 900,000. I don't think he's going to quite crack the $1 million mark for earnings between the saddle bronc and the bull riding this year, but he's going to be damn close, and that's good. Hey, Clint. Yeah, sorry. Like I say, when Heidi had to get off, man, sorry we couldn't get the link to you. I will touch base with you and Beverly, and maybe get you on tomorrow. I'm not sure do we have anybody tomorrow, Jim Boy, or is that Heidi's department? So we'll work it out, Clint. If you can come on tomorrow morning, that'd be great. Hey, this guy right here, Kane Garcia. The reason that I have a real hangover today was that man right here. He helped me polish off a lot of this bottle last night, and my stats aren't up to par.
You better go get another one for tonight.
I got 1 or 2 back up there behind me. I am going to give a shout out to Kane, buddy of mine, Garcia Bits and Spurs, Lipan, Texas. You know what? If you're looking for some really cool Spurs bits, jewelry for your wife, check her Facebook page out. Check King Garcia on Facebook, Katie Garcia. I told him to give him a shout out, and that's what happens when you drink whiskey with your buddies. You give them a shout out. So good afternoon. Yes, it is a good afternoon. Pendleton may need to be a sponsor. It would be nice. Actually, who needs to be a sponsor this morning, Jack? Is Aleve. Advil, Tylenol. That's who needs to be my sponsor this morning. That and one of the mini coffee companies that they have going on out there. So All right, well, we're closing in on our hour, guys. I know it's been a little rougher without Heidi here, but Jim, boy, I tell you what, I've enjoyed doing this show with you guys. This gives Heidi a taste of what it's like when she's not here to run the orchestra, to be the engineer of the train. Just, this is what happens when the clowns run the circus. Oh, you got any shout outs you want to throw out there today?
No, I was looking at the bull riding draw. Looks like Powder River has 3 bulls out tonight, so that says something for HD Page and Dylan Page for their buck and bull breeding program. Looks like Dakota Rodeo has 1 bull out, but I guarantee you, to have a bull out tonight, you've done some good. So congratulations to all you contractors, and congratulations Trey Holston. That's a dang good kid. He for those that don't know, man, he probably could have been there sooner. But that kid he's worked for everything he's got, and if you need an inside track for getting a Troy Flayhardy bit, he'd be your guy there. He helps Troy build bits, but and Spurrier. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that. I don't know, but I'm sure Troy does all the work. But
Trey just does the shipping.
Yeah, he does the polishing and whatnot. But yeah, be fun watching tonight. Tonight's the night that everybody enjoys watching. I'm just glad that we have the coverage from the Cowboy Channel. Getting to watch this. It's always entertaining, and we'll get back on here tomorrow. We'll see what we have. Maybe we can get our ship back on track. But thank everybody for watching. It's I'm like, I am not doing this next year. It's quite a commitment. I need to be out. Actually, we had some roping steers out here at the house last night, and I ain't been out to check them yet, see where they're at. But I'll go fix fence now. So, all right.
Oh my goodness! All right. Well, you know what, guys? Like Jim Boy said, we appreciate everybody watching. You guys see how important Heidi is to this program to make sure it doesn't go off the rails. She keeps Jim Boy and I in check, and that is hard to do. So we missed Heidi today, but no, I've really enjoyed it. I thank all our sponsors again: Cinch, CeeLo Cinches. Oh boy, I gotta look. Foy Real Estate, Williams Studio, and everybody that's gone on here. We greatly appreciate it. Shared the show. We enjoy doing it. We're just bringing the knowledge that we have or think we have with rodeo, bringing it to you guys. So if you like it, go check out the page. Give us a like. Share it with your friends. We are refining the show. We're getting better and more professional every day, as you can tell by today's show. Our Pro Fantasy League has been awesome. We really, really enjoyed it. I will work. I think we're going to get Clint Corey on for tomorrow. And we'll talk world titles, NFR records, if there are any set, world NFR average championships. It's all going to come tonight. We're going to crown the 2022 PRCA World Champions right there in Las Vegas. All right, guys, we appreciate you watching. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow.